Borussia Dortmund's Felix Nmecha has emerged as a potential transfer target for Manchester United, as reported by reputable German journalists Patrick Berger and Florian Plettenberg. But before diving into the details, let's ask the key question: would this be a good signing for United? There's no doubt that Manchester United will be in the market for a central midfielder this summer. Other options include Atalanta's Ederson or more established names like Xavi Simons and Rayan Cherki. As for Nmecha, the 24-year-old stands at 1.91 m and is a midfielder who can contribute defensively while progressing the ball effectively. In the Bundesliga, he ranks third in defensive duels won, showcasing his dynamism. However, he has been sidelined since January due to an MCL injury, which raises some concerns. Nmecha's football journey has reached new heights, but at its core, his love for the game remains unchanged. For him, football is pure joy, and the electrifying atmosphere at Dortmund Signal Iduna Park, especially the passionate support from the Yellow Wall, makes every moment special. This season, he felt stronger than ever, both physically and mentally, ready to take the next step in his career. Playing at full fitness gave him the freedom to express himself on the pitch. Everything was going according to plan until an unexpected setback struck. In a routine challenge, Nmecha mistimed his movement, striking his opponent's leg instead of the ball. A sharp pain shot through his knee. Initially, he thought it was just a minor knock and tried to play on, but after a quick check on the sidelines, he realized something was seriously wrong. Having played 16 consecutive games and hitting peak form, the timing of the injury was frustrating. Questions flooded his mind. Why now? How bad is it? How long will it take to recover? But instead of dwelling on uncertainty, Nmecha chose to put his trust in God's plan. Doctors confirmed an MCL injury, thankfully, not an ACL tear. Still, he knew the recovery process would take time. After the game, friends and teammates reached out with messages of support, and one close friend even stayed by his side during the toughest moments. What stood out to many was Felix's calmness. He showed no signs of fear or anxiety, remaining completely at peace, trusting in God. It reminded him of the biblical story where Jesus slept through a storm while others panicked. Nmecha's faith offered a lesson in staying composed during adversity. This injury gave him a new perspective. He learned to appreciate every moment on the pitch and realized that football does not solely define him. For Nmecha, faith and core values are far more important than any single game. Even while sidelined, he remained positive. He focused on rehabilitation, understanding that he had two choices: give up or fight to come back stronger. He chose the latter. Felix never let the situation steal his joy. Despite the uncertainty, he and his teammates found ways to stay upbeat, sharing jokes and lighthearted moments. This reinforced his belief that mentality matters more than circumstances. While he doesn't know what God has planned for him, he trusts that everything happens for a reason. This is a time for growth, learning, and strengthening his faith. And when he returns to the pitch, he'll be stronger than ever, with a grateful heart, a sharper mindset, and unshakable confidence. Since joining Borussia Dortmund from Wolfsburg in the summer of 2023, Felix Nmecha has become an important figure in the team's setup. Despite struggling with injuries, Nmecha has impressed with his mobility, ball control, and technical ability, qualities that have caught the attention of clubs across Europe. With new manager Ruben Amorim expected to lead a major rebuild at Manchester United, midfield reinforcements are a top priority. Christian Eriksen is likely to leave when his contract expires in June, leaving a gap that needs to be filled. Meanwhile, the futures of Casemiro, Mason Mount, and even young star Kobbie Mainoo remain uncertain, adding further urgency to United's midfield restructuring. Dortmund reportedly values him at £40 million, but with their Champions League qualification in doubt, the price could drop. The big question remains: do United really need a player like Nmecha? United currently has promising options like Kobbie Mainoo and Mason Mount, but they still need an experienced midfielder to elevate the squad. The struggles of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen show that the team lacks a reliable, high-energy box-to-box midfielder who can progress the ball and fit the tactical demands of the Premier League. An interesting detail: Nmecha was once part of Manchester City's academy, and United's current technical director, Jason Wilcox, knows him well from his time at City. However, aside from his footballing ability, there's another aspect to consider. Nmecha has faced controversy over past social media posts, which even led Dortmund to include specific clauses in his contract. If United were to sign him, the media would undoubtedly dig deeper into these issues. If the price is right and his injury doesn't pose long-term concerns, Felix Nmecha could be a serious option for United. But the club must carefully weigh him against other available midfielders. What do you think? Should Manchester United make a move for Nmecha? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like the video.